Hey, good morning. Today I'm outside, not at home, so there could be some disturbances, but anyhow, yeah, let's let's start. Okay. In case you are not able to hear me clearly, let me know, okay? Okay. Okay. So last week we saw from Romans 10, 14, 14, 15. So we discussed this part. Um, okay. Okay, so we discussed about 4 or 5 points from this. So Paul takes us through a series of steps to explain that how will anybody receive faith, receive Jesus if there are a series of things that don't happen to them, right? Okay, so he starts all this. He is asking a series of questions for us to understand. Okay, so let's just review them. So if they don't believe, if they don't have a relationship with God, how can they call on Jesus? How can they call on God? Yeah, that's the first question. Then, if they did not hear about God, how can they put faith in God? That was the second question. So they should hear to have faith, and then when they have faith, they will call on God. So that's the sequence. And if nobody tells them about God, then how will they get to know? Yeah, how will they hear? So somebody has to tell them about God. That's what we saw. And then we saw, yeah, somebody has to be sent so that they go and tell about God to others. No, so we spoke about going. We're all happy as a group. We know God, but some of us have to go out to tell others about God. Yeah, some of us have to be sent. Okay, and then yeah, the last point. God appreciates how beautiful our feet is. Maybe we don't or others don't, but God appreciates how beautiful our feet is made. Um, in those days, they had to walk a lot. So, yeah, their feet won't be looking good physically, but God appreciates that kind of feet that has a purpose to share God's love with others. Yeah. So, yeah. In other languages, it also says goes up to the mountain, climb up the hill. Yeah, here it says, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring good news. Okay, that's what we saw last week. Okay, so this week, okay, my voice is good enough.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so this week also I put a passage together because thought we'll draw diagram together. Okay, so we will draw two trees today. Okay, so one, the tree, the old tree, and then the new tree. Okay, yeah, okay. So let's start. Today I think is 17. Okay, so Romans 11, 17. One of you can read 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, you can read the whole thing together, then we can discuss.
some of the branches have been broken off, and you, the wild olive shoot, have been grafted in among the others, and now share in the nourishing sap from the olive root. Do not consider yourself to be superior to those other branches. If you do, consider this. You do not support the root, but the root supports you. You will say then, branches were broken off so that I could be grafted, granted, but they were broken off because of unbelief, and you stand by faith. Do not be arrogant, but tremble.
Yeah. Okay. Um, this is an interesting analogy, but a serious one too. Okay. Okay, let's start with 17. So if some of the branches have been broken off, okay, so you should remember a olive tree. Okay, so olive tree doesn't have thick branches. It has a very thinner trunk and it's like a bush. It's not so much like a tree with very distinct branches, but yeah, okay. Okay, so that's how it is. But some of the branches were broken off. And you, okay, so those branches were broken off, and you, though a wild olive shoot, so we were not reared or we were not taken care of, we were wild, we were grafted in among the others, and now share in the nourishing sap from the olive root. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's draw the tree, and while we draw, we'll discuss some things, and then we're going to draw the second tree. And these verses are about the second tree, but I think it's better to draw the first tree and see the branches being cut off. And then we will draw the second tree. Okay. Yeah. So let's do that. So if you have space, you can divide it into two. So I'm going to draw one tree on top and the other tree, the second tree, the most important tree at the bottom. Okay. If possible, use different colors. So I'm going to use green for the first tree and green and brown for the second tree. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, go ahead, draw with me. So, kind of dividing it into little less than half. Okay. Okay. So, okay, something like this. Now, olive tree looks a little bit different than what we are going to draw, but for our understanding, I think if we draw a normal tree, that's better. Okay. So I'm going to draw kind of a regular tree. Okay. But olive tree doesn't have very nice branches like this. Okay, something like this. Okay, and maybe we can have further branches, smaller ones. Okay. So you don't have to follow the exact tree structure, but you can have your own tree structure. Okay. Okay. We're going to focus on the branches. So we're going to complete the leaves with just a mild shade. Okay. So I'm not going to do an excessive shade. So I'm going to pick green again. Okay. So I'm just going to keep big dots like this. Okay, so that's my tree roughly. Okay. So, okay, this is the original tree that we are drawing. Okay. And the branches are all Israelites. We will draw the root shortly. Okay, that's my tree. I think it looks good. Okay. I'm not shading the branches as of now. Okay. Okay. So let me complete the root. Okay. So root is God. Okay. Let's keep the root short. So we have space for the other tree. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to start by shading the roots. Okay. So I'm going to shade the roots yellow. Okay. Why yellow? Because roots mean God. Okay. I can also do orange. Um, okay, let's do yellow. Okay. Right. So I've shaded the roots yellow because this refers to God. Okay. Um, yeah, okay. The trunk also. Let's do the trunk also. Okay. Okay. Now the branches. Okay, so some of the branches are good, some of the branches were not good. Okay, so branches are all Israelites. Okay, so let's shade some of them. Um, okay, let's do this. Let's shade some of them pink and some of them black. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm gonna just choose some random branches. Okay, so I'm gonna choose this branch pink and this branch pink. Okay, so you should try and draw the same tree again. Okay, so we will do that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 branches, main branches. So I'm coloring 3 of them pink. Okay, so pink means there is a good relationship with God. Okay, there's faith in God. Okay, okay, now I'm gonna pick black. Okay, I pick black and shade the two main branches and the sub branches that I did not shade. Okay, so these two are the main branches. So there is black, meaning that these Israelites did not put their faith in God. Okay, and then there are 2 tiny branches. Okay, these also I'm coloring black because they did not trust God. Okay, now what God did, the branches which did not put faith in God, God cut it off. Okay, so let's show that by marking a red line. Okay, so where did God cut off? Okay, I'll take the pen. Okay, here. Okay, there was one cut made here, another cut, okay, little deeper maybe, another cut made here, another cut made here, and another cut made here. Okay, okay, remember the cuts. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. In 4 places, we're going to cut, chop the branches. Okay, now remember, who are these people? They are Israelites. And since they did not put faith in God, they were cut off. Okay, from the main branch. Okay, now let's get to verse 17. Okay, if some of the branches have been broken off, okay, some of the branches are broken off, and you, though a wild olive shoot. Okay, so now on the side, we will draw wild olive shoot. So that is us, okay? A full black us, okay? So if you have space, you can draw. This is not the second tree. This is just a wild olive um, tree that we're going to show. That is us. That is the Gentiles, okay? Okay, so it's fully black. We did not know God. We did not have any relationship with God. Okay, so like that. Okay, something like that. And maybe just color this brown. So this is the wild olive tree. Okay, that's us. This is the Gentiles. Okay, so what does the verse say? And you. Okay, so let me mark myself, so where am I? I'm here. So this is Phil. So I was here. So I was in the wild. I did not have God. Okay, so black means no relationship with God. Okay, so though a wild olive shoot have been grafted in. So what is grafting? So we cut off a branch and put it on another, cut off a shoot and put it on um, another tree or another plant, so that both the advantages we get. So the stem and the main part of the root. So if this root is good, then we put the stem there along with the main tree, so that this stem gets all the benefits from the root. Okay, so that's grafting. We do that all the time these days. People do it all the time. So yeah, Jesus is using that example to illustrate how it happened for us. So we were picked up from the wild olive tree, and we were grafted in with the main olive tree. Yeah. Okay. So now let's draw the second tree. Okay. So I'm going to exactly try and replicate the main tree, except I'm not going to draw the black part. The black part I'm not going to draw. Okay. Um, so I'm going to replace the black part with this tree. Okay. So yeah, let's do that. Okay. So I'll keep this in view. So I will try and replicate. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to replace some of the branches with brown. Okay. Um, okay. So let's see how it goes. So there is one branch here. This is a good branch. And this is the branch that was cut off. I'll leave that for now. Okay. This branch also was cut off. Oh, I didn't color one branch here. Okay, I missed coloring one branch. This should also be black. Okay. Right, so, okay, this is okay, the trunk become a little bit motor, a little bit bulkier. Okay, it's all right. So this is my root. Okay, so finish this. Okay, something like that. Okay, so I'll go ahead, start coloring. So the same way, roots are yellow because it's representing God or Jesus. And Okay, so here maybe we will do. So he's our support, he's our strength, he's our root, he's our nourishment. Mhm. Okay, and okay, so I'll go ahead, finish the yellow, sorry, finish the pink coloring like earlier times. So this is all pink. Okay, okay. And then this side that is pink. And then this side that is pink. Okay. Now, along with this, wherever God cut off branches, he's grafting in wild olive branches. That's us. Okay. So I'm going to finish drawing. So I'm going to draw it with brown color so that we have some difference. You can see the difference. Okay. Yeah, like this. Okay, so these are new branches, so we don't have to exactly replicate. Okay. Okay, and one more here. Okay, something like this. Okay, so oops. Okay, so what should I fill in inside the brown branches? What color? Should I fill in black or pink?
Black or green or pink or purple. Yes.
Pink. Yeah, okay. So because these branches have now put their faith in God. That's why they are grafted in. Okay, so these branches they now have a relationship with God, right? So the branches that did not have any relationship with God, God cut it off. Okay, so we now have a relationship with God, so we now have pink. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we'll color this and then go ahead and read the verse. So that'll be more clearer for us. Okay, so the brown and the green now form the tree now. Okay, okay, let's finish the leaves just for um, completing the tree. Oh, there is one more color, one more branch. Okay, okay. So let me finish the tree just a little bit. Um, I'm focusing on the branches, so I'm not going over the branches. Okay, so but of course, when you look at a tree, you will see less branches and more green. Okay, okay, that should do for me. Yeah, olive tree looks something like this, a bunch, like a big shrub types. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and read the verse. Mhm. Okay, so I'm starting from 17 halfway through. Okay, though a wild olive shoot. Okay, I think we should mark here also who's what. Mhm. Um, these are the Israelites. How do we mark Israelites? Okay. Um, Okay, I think let's leave it. We don't usually write much. Okay, let's leave it like that. Okay, so I'll go ahead and read. Though a wild olive shoot have been grafted in among the others, now share in the nourishing sap from the olive root. So there's a lot of nourishment that God is giving that goes to everybody, both the Jews and the Gentiles who are in relationship with God. Yeah. So let's show that somehow. I'm going to draw with red lines. Okay, so there is nourishment coming from the root going into all branches, not just Jews, but also Gentiles, not just to the green branches, but also to the brown branches. Okay, so that's how generous God is, and that's how loving and yeah, um, good. Bible calls it just God. God is a just God. So this in this way also God is just because we are grafted in. He treats us exactly like how he treats the original branches. Okay. So this is nourishment. The red lines that we have drawn within the tree is nourishment. So like it's like the blood vessels that take blood across the body, so like that tree also has small tiny capillary vessels that take nourishment, so like that God nourishes us, meaning gives us food, gives us enough for us to um, stay healthy. Okay, so God gives both of us. Okay, then verse 19. Okay, verse 19 says, do not consider yourself to be superior to the other branches. Okay, so question, the brown, okay, so let me write my name here. I should remember. Okay, so this is Phil. Okay, one of the branches you can choose and write your name. Okay, right. So which branch is superior? Which branch is better? Is the brown branch better or green better?
They're same.
Better.
They're same, very good. But what if the brown branch thinks, oh, I am better, God chose me, you know? And
That's just being proud.
yeah, yeah,
So I think it's the pink thing that
yeah.
is
Paul is talking about
yeah.
us. So will we be proud sometime? Will we feel proud anytime in the future?
Yeah. We can fall
Yeah,
because they say
we
pride
might.
comes after the fall.
Yeah, we might. That's why verse 18 is written that we have a warning ahead of time because that's possible. So Phil will say, this brown branch will say, see, I'm part of the main branch, main tree. No, I'm special. No, I'm super good. I'm now yielding good fruits. No, God brought me specially into the tree. I have this talent, that talent. I'm doing this, that. But we should remember that this is God's grace. Yeah. So this is God's grace. We were what? This is our original state. We should remember. So this is how we were, and we were cut off and brought. Okay, so this we gonna draw it on the tree. Do not consider yourself to be superior to the other branches. Okay, if you do consider this, you do not support the root, but the root supports you. Now the branch, can it exist on its own? No, the root supports us. Yeah, it's not the other way around. So if the root decides, I don't need you, branch, so it can stop nourishment from going to the root, sorry, going to the branch, one of the branches. It can do that. Okay. Okay. That's one point. Okay, verse 19. You will say then, this is the part that we can be proud of. Branches were broken off from the original tree. That's what we drew, so that I could be grafted in. God replaced somebody, with me. God replaced one of the Jew with me. Verse 20. Granted. Okay, that's right. But they were broken off because of unbelief. Why did the black branches go off? Because they didn't have pink. Yeah. So, okay, question. Can this pink disappear and become black or fill?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I can think that I'm believing in God, but maybe I'm not. So I should be careful, or till the end I should believe, not like, okay, I believed once, or I believed when I was small, and as I grew up, I did not believe, so it could happen, So that's another warning. This is second warning, in verse 20. But they were broken off because of unbelief, and you stand by faith. Do not be arrogant, but tremble. So, meaning what? Do not be proud, but tremble. Meaning what? We should not enjoy. We should not be happy. Is that what God means? We should be like, God, okay. Can we be happy?
We should be happy.
Yeah, but tremble means we should.
Shaking.
Okay, within our heart, we should always be checking ourselves, careful. Every day morning, we go to God. Every night, we go to God. In between, we go to God. We check. Okay. Okay. So let's try and draw this. These two warnings. The first warning: do not be proud. Okay. Do not think you're superior. Okay. And second warning, you could also become black someday. Okay, so you should be careful that you don't become black. I'm not saying we will become black, but we should not become black. Okay. Okay, so let's draw these two. Okay, for the brown branches. Okay, so let's draw some emoticons. So how can we draw proud? A proud feeling. How can we draw? Is there a emoticon for being proud? I don't know.
We can just draw folded hands
Folded
like
hand.
this, or we can draw a face with eyes like this.
Which one?
Or we can draw a face with eyes like this.
Uh-huh.
We could also draw a draw and put them as if they're looking at muzzles to say that they're being proud of their strength.
Muscles. Okay, I like that idea. Okay, let's go with that. Talita's idea. Okay. So I'll try and draw, okay? So you can draw better. You might draw better. Okay, I'll choose blue. So Phil can become proud. Um, does that okay, something like this, okay? um As usual, I'm not super good in drawing. Okay. So, but yeah, something like this. Okay. So let me draw a smiley face. Okay. So I can, this is a problem with all of us, that I think I am great. Yeah.
Also, the eyelashes that are always down. Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't draw eyelashes. I don't know how to draw. Okay, that's much good enough, I think. Hmm, something like this. Okay, I'll leave it that. Okay. Yeah, so showing biceps that I am strong, or I'm better, or I'm special. Okay, maybe let me also write this. So I'm saying I'm special. Okay. Okay, that's a warning that if we start feeling like this, there is danger. Okay. And the second warning is that we can become black if we are not careful. Okay. So maybe I'll draw that separately. Okay. So we can become black. Okay. If we are not careful. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. Okay. Let's number these two warning. Warning number one, warning number two. Okay. Yeah, these two warnings. That remember why the Israelites were cut off? Because they did not have a relationship with God, a continuous relationship with God. So God gave them opportunities and then finally decided enough. So for me also, God will keep giving opportunities. And if I continue to have a black branch, then God is going to cut me off as well. Okay. So yeah, these two things have to be careful about. Okay. I think that's good enough for this. Yeah. Um, any question you have? I have many questions from this passage. I don't have answers. Okay. Do you have any question from this passage? When I meet God, I have a list of questions from this passage. I want to ask.
Because I didn't join early, I couldn't understand one, but I still understood what this is.
Yeah, in short, some of the Jews were cut off because they did not believe in God, continue to believe in God, maybe, so that were we can be picked up from the wild, and we were grafted in as part of the main olive tree. Yeah. Okay. So that's a privilege. That's something special that God did. Hmm? Okay. Any questions?
Mm,
Okay.
But I think it was a very nice passage today.
Hmm. Yeah. Something I should remember always. This is what is worship. This is what we call as worship. That remembering what God did for us and be grateful. Grateful and thankful. Okay. Okay. Let's pray. Okay. Let's pray. Dear God, we thank you for today. Thank you for helping us discuss about grafting and how you brought us in from the wild and gave us an opportunity to receive nourishment from you. Pray that we will take this as a special privilege and be grateful and um, make good use of this gift that you've given us. Pray that we will get intimate with you and not be proud and never go back to being black again. Pray that you will help us. You will keep reminders for us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay. Thank you. Next 2 weeks, we will not have Bible study. I'll be traveling. Okay. So sorry about that.